She posted, "Finally got him to sign that prenup. He doesn't know I changed the pages while he was signing, LOL." I commented, "Actually, I filmed the whole thing." Then I showed my lawyer the video proof of document fraud and her own confession post. When her attorney withdrew from representing her after seeing the evidence, I, 31 male, am about to blow up my entire relationship, and I'm weirdly calm about it. Been with Vanessa, 29, for 2 years, engaged for 6 months, weddings in 3 weeks. Or it was. Her parents are loaded. Dad owns a chain of car dealerships. Mom doesn't work but calls herself a lifestyle consultant, whatever that means. They insisted on a prenup before gifting us house money. Fine. Makes sense. I'm in HVAC sales, decent money but nothing crazy. I've got maybe 40 cash saved, my truck, and a solid 401k. She's a dental hygienist making around 65k. The prenup meeting was last Tuesday at their house. Her dad Douglas presided like some kind of king. 8 pages. Pretty standard stuff. Keep premarital assets separate, split marital assets 50-50, no alimony unless we hit 10 years. Here's the thing about me. I'm paranoid. Always have been. So, when we sat down to sign, I propped my phone up on their bookshelf behind me, pretended I was charging it, actually recording the whole thing, went through page by page. I initialed each one, signed the last page. Vanessa did the same. Around page 4, she suddenly goes, "Oh shoot, I need water," and grabs the whole stack. Comes back 90 seconds later, continues signing. Didn't think much of it at the time. This morning I'm scrolling Instagram before work. See Vanessa posted to her close friend's story. I'm on it, obviously. Photo of her holding the prenup. Huge grin. Caption, "Finally got him to sign that prenup. He doesn't know I changed the pages while he was signing, LOL." Daddy's lawyer is gonna die when he sees what actually got signed. My man just agreed to give me 70% of everything plus $8,000 monthly alimony if we ever split, and he has no idea. Comments from her friends all laughing and celebrating. Her cousin, "Yas, get that bag, sis." Sat there for a solid minute, just staring. Then I pulled up the video from Tuesday. Watched it. Sure enough, when she took that water break, the pages she brought back weren't the same ones. The print quality was slightly different. Page numbers were in a different position. She'd swapped the whole document, screenshot everything, downloaded the video to 3 different places. Then I commented on her Instagram post, "Actually, I filmed the whole thing. See you in court." Deleted Instagram. Blocked her number. Called my lawyer. It's 9:47 a.m. and I'm sitting in Dennis Kowalski's office watching him watch the video for the 3rd time. "This is the stupidest crime I've ever seen documented," he says. "She literally confessed online." "So what do I do?" "Well, you're not marrying her. That's step 1. Yeah, that's definitely step 1. Update 1. Holy hell, the last 48 hours have been insane. So after I commented, "Actually, I filmed the whole thing" on Vanessa's post, she deleted it within 10 minutes. Too late though. I had screenshots and screen recordings of everything, including all the comments. She called me 23 times Tuesday morning. I was still at Dennis's office. Didn't answer any of them. Dennis drafted a letter to her and her parents. Basically, we have video evidence of document fraud. We have social media confession. The prenup is void. Wedding is canceled. Consider this notification of potential criminal charges. Sent it certified mail, also emailed it. I went home. The apartment we share, my name on the lease. She moved in 8 months ago. Packed all her stuff, everything. Clothes, shoes, that stupid decorative pillow collection, her bathroom products, all of it. Took me 4 hours. Stacked it all in the living room. Changed the locks. Cost me $180. Worth it. Around 6 p.m. Tuesday, heard someone trying to unlock the door. Key didn't work, obviously. Pounding started. "Derek, open this door right now." Checked the camera I'd set up. Yeah, installed one of those ring things right after changing locks. Vanessa, her mom Patricia, and her sister Allison. All looking furious. I opened the door with the chain on. "Your stuff's right here," I said, gesturing to the boxes. "You've got 1 hour to get it out." "Derek, baby, we need to talk about this." Vanessa's voice all sweet suddenly. "It was just a joke." "A joke? You committed fraud and bragged about it online." "The prenup is still valid," Patricia cut in. "You signed it." "I signed a document." "She swapped it for a different one." "I have video proof. My lawyer has everything." Allison pushed forward. "You can't just kick her out. She lives here." She's not on the lease. I can absolutely kick her out. 1 hour. Start moving boxes. Vanessa tried the crying thing. Where am I supposed to go? Not my problem anymore. You committed fraud against me. Figure it out. Patricia's face went full red. Do you know who we are? My husband will destroy you. Your husband's car dealerships can't undo a video recording of your daughter committing a felony. 1 hour. Slammed the door. Watched on the camera as they loaded boxes into Patricia's Escalade. Took them 3 trips. Lots of angry muttering. Vanessa crying. Allison calling me names under her breath. They left at 7:14 p.m. Got a text from a number I didn't know around 9 p.m. This is Douglas Ashworth. You've made a serious mistake. Call me immediately to discuss resolving this. Replied, discuss with my attorney, Dennis Kowalski at Kowalski & Associates. 3 minutes later, you smug little punk, you have no idea what you've started. Screenshot. Sent to Dennis. Wednesday morning, Vanessa's calling from different numbers. Finally answered one. Derek, please. We're supposed to get married in 3 weeks. What am I supposed to tell people? Tell them you committed fraud and got caught. It wasn't fraud, I was just protecting myself. By switching legal documents and lying about it. My dad's lawyer said it was fine to make adjustments. That stopped me. Wait, your dad's lawyer knew? Silence. Vanessa, did your father's lawyer tell you to swap those documents? He said prenups are always negotiable and that it's okay to commit fraud? Cool, Dennis is gonna love this. Derek, don't you dare. Hung up. Called Dennis. He literally laughed when I told him. If her father's attorney advised her to commit fraud, he's potentially facing ethics violations and possibly criminal conspiracy. This gets better and better. Wednesday afternoon, Dennis gets a call from some lawyer named Gerald Patterson representing Vanessa. Wants to discuss the misunderstanding. Dennis sends him everything. Video, screenshots, timeline. Thursday morning, Patterson withdraws as her attorney. Just completely drops her. Dennis says he probably saw the evidence and realized it's indefensible. Meanwhile, Vanessa's going nuclear on social media. Posts this long thing on Facebook about how I'm an abusive narcissist who kicked her out without warning and how she's devastated. Comments are rolling in with support until someone, pretty sure it's my sister Katie, comments, weird how you're leaving out the part where you committed fraud and posted about it online. Half the comments turn into people asking WTF she's talking about. Vanessa deletes the whole post. Thursday night, my doorbell rings at 11 p.m. Camera shows Douglas Ashworth, looking absolutely furious. Don't open the door, just talk through the ring. Mr. Ashworth, leave or I'm calling the police. You think you can threaten my family and get away with it? I didn't threaten anyone. Your daughter committed fraud. I have proof. That's not a threat, it's a fact. That prenup is legally binding. No, it's evidence of a crime. Big difference. I will bury you in legal fees. You can't afford to fight me. I can afford to send a video to the police. That's free. He stood there for a solid 30 seconds just staring at the camera, then left. Friday morning, Dennis calls. Derek, I've been thinking about this. We should file criminal charges. This isn't just about you. Fraud is fraud. You think it'll go anywhere? With this evidence, absolutely. Video proof, written confession, multiple witnesses to the aftermath. It's a prosecutor's dream. Let's do it. So yeah, we're filing charges Monday. Wedding would have been 2 weeks from Saturday. Instead, I'm pressing charges against my ex-fiancé for fraud. My mom's response when I told her I never liked how she treated servers at restaurants anyway. Thanks, Mom. Update 2 week from hell. Buckle up. Filed criminal charges Monday morning. Dennis walked me through everything with a detective named Rodriguez. Showed him the video, the Instagram screenshots, the timeline. His face went from professional to entertained real quick. This is the dumbest crime I've seen this year, he said. She recorded her own confession. That's what my lawyer said. Your lawyer's right. We'll pass this to the DA. With this evidence, they'll probably pick it up. By Monday afternoon, Vanessa's blowing up my phone from every number she can find. Finally answered because I was curious how she'd spin this. Derek, the police called me. You actually filed charges? You committed fraud, Vanessa. What did you think would happen? This will ruin my life. I could go to jail. Maybe don't commit felonies then? You're supposed to love me? We're supposed to get married. We were supposed to get married until you decided to defraud me and brag about it online. It was a mistake. Which part? Swapping the documents, bragging about it, or getting caught? She just screamed and hung up. Tuesday, things escalated. Got a call from my boss, Frank. Derek, HR needs to talk to you. Someone sent an anonymous email claiming you've been sexually harassing coworkers. My stomach dropped. What? That's completely false. I know it is. You've worked here 6 years, never had a complaint, but HR has to investigate. Just be prepared. Talked to HR for an hour. They asked about every female coworker. Did I make comments? Inappropriate jokes? Touch anyone? No, and hell no. HR lady looked uncomfortable. The email was very detailed. Claimed you made comments about multiple women's appearances and made one of them uncomfortable at the Christmas party. Which one? They didn't say. Because it's made up. Ask any of them. I've never done anything remotely like that. She said they'd investigate. I left feeling sick. This was clearly Vanessa or her family trying to screw with my job. Called Dennis. He said to document everything. Wednesday morning, I find my truck. All 4 tires slashed. Security footage in my apartment parking lot, conveniently, malfunctioned according to management. Police report filed, $800 in damage. Cops asked if I suspected anyone. Told them about the ongoing situation. They wrote it down, said they'd look into it. That afternoon, my sister Katie calls. Derek, you need to see this. She sends me a screenshot. Some Facebook post from Patricia, Vanessa's mom, about how her poor daughter is being harassed by a controlling ex-boyfriend who won't accept that the relationship is over. Comments full of sympathy until someone asks for details, and Patricia says I'm stalking Vanessa and making false accusations to ruin her reputation. Katie commented, weird that you're leaving out the part where she committed document fraud and admitted it on social media. Patricia's response, my daughter made a harmless joke online, and this monster is using it to destroy her. He's filed false criminal charges. We're exploring legal action against him for defamation. The audacity. Thursday, Dennis calls. The DA's office picked up the case. Vanessa's being charged with forgery and fraud. They want you to come in next week for formal statement. That was fast. Video evidence does that. Also, I got a call from a lawyer named Rita Castellano who's apparently representing Vanessa now. What'd she say? Asked if we'd consider dropping charges in exchange for Vanessa paying for the wedding cancellation costs. I actually laughed. Are they serious? Apparently. I told her that's not how criminal charges work. Once the DA has it, it's out of our hands anyway. She seemed frustrated. Friday afternoon, someone rings my doorbell. Check the camera. It's Allison, Vanessa's sister, and 2 women I don't recognize. Don't open the door. Derek, Allison yells at the camera. We know you're in there. Stop being a coward and talk to us. Leave or I'm calling the police. Vanessa is destroyed. You've ruined her life over a mistake. She committed fraud. That's not a mistake, it's a crime. One of the other women yells. You're a pathetic excuse for a man. She dodged a bullet. Pretty sure I dodged the bullet when I caught her committing fraud. You can leave now. We're not leaving until you drop the charges. Called the police. They showed up in about 15 minutes. The women were still outside yelling when the cops arrived. I showed the officers everything through the ring. Them refusing to leave, the yelling, everything. Cops told them to leave. Allison argued. Cop said she could leave or get cited for trespassing. They left. Saturday, my mom calls. Derek, honey, Vanessa's mother came to our house. What? When? This morning. Your father and I were having coffee and she just showed up, started crying on our doorstep about how you're ruining Vanessa's life. What'd you say? Your father told her that her daughter committed fraud and we have video proof. She called him a liar. I told her she needs to leave. She said we raised a monster who can't forgive a simple mistake. Mom, I'm sorry she came to your house. Derek Raymond Collins, don't you dare apologize. That woman raised a criminal. We raised you right. Your father told her if she comes back we're calling the police. Love, my mom. Sunday, yesterday. Got an envelope slipped under my door. Inside, a check for $75,000 made out to me. Typed note. Final offer. Drop all charges. Sign enclosed NDA. Move on with your life. The NDA was insane. Couldn't talk about Vanessa, couldn't discuss the prenup, couldn't mention the charges, basically couldn't acknowledge she existed. Took a photo, Sent to Dennis. His response, "Lol, no, frame this." Wrote declined, fraud is fraud across the check. Mailed it back to Douglas's dealership. This morning Dennis calls. Vanessa's lawyer withdrew. Rita Castellano? Yep, just got the notice. No explanation, but I'm guessing she realized there's no defending this. That's 2 lawyers now. 2 lawyers who saw the evidence and ran. Vanessa's gonna have a hard time finding anyone willing to take this case. The wedding was supposed to be this Saturday. Instead, I'm waiting for Vanessa's arraignment and watching her family have a collective meltdown. My parents offered to take me to dinner Saturday night, said we should celebrate my lucky escape. Dad's words, "Son, some people think rules don't apply to them. Your job is to prove them wrong." Planning to do exactly that. Final update. 2 months since the prenup disaster. Time to close this out. Vanessa's arraignment happened 3 weeks ago. She showed up with lawyer number 3, some expensive criminal defense attorney her dad probably paid a fortune for. Pleaded not guilty. Her lawyer tried to argue that the Instagram post was clearly a joke and that the video doesn't conclusively show document substitution. The prosecutor literally played the video in court. You can clearly see her take the pages, come back with different ones. The print quality is different. The page numbers shifted position. Judge was not amused. Set trial date for January. Bail conditions included staying away from me and my family. But here's where things got really entertaining. 2 days after arraignment, I get a call from a number I don't recognize. Let it go to voicemail. Messages from a woman named Brianna. "Hey, Derek? This is Brianna Chen. I dated Douglas Ashworth's business partner Trevor like 5 years ago. Just heard about what happened with Vanessa. You should know this isn't the first time. Call me back." I called Dennis first. He said to meet her in public, record everything. Met Brianna at a Starbucks. She's about 35, works in pharmaceutical sales. Started talking immediately. Vanessa did this before. About 4 years ago, she was engaged to this guy Michael. Nice guy, worked in IT. They were together maybe 2 years. What happened? Michael found out she'd been moving money from their joint account, like $20,000 over 6 months, little amounts at a time. When he confronted her, she broke down crying, said she was saving it for them, but it was in an account he didn't know about, in her name only. Did he press charges? He wanted to, but Douglas paid him off. Gave him the $20,000 back, plus another $30,000 to sign an NDA and go away quietly. My ex told me about it after a few drinks one night. Why are you telling me this? Because Vanessa called me last week. We're not even friends anymore, but she was crying about how you're ruining her life and she doesn't deserve this and how she barely did anything wrong. And I realized she hasn't learned. She still thinks she's the victim. Recorded the whole conversation. Sent it to Dennis and the prosecutor. The prosecutor apparently loved it. Showed pattern of behavior. Next development, HR investigation at work wrapped up. Interviewed every single female coworker I've ever worked with. Every single one. All said I've been nothing but professional. One of them, Lisa, actually said, "Derek? The guy who still calls his mom every Sunday?" Yeah, no. HR formally dismissed the complaint. Anonymous emailer never came forward with actual details because there weren't any. My boss took me to lunch, apologized for the hassle. Week after that, Vanessa's 3rd lawyer withdrew. Same reason as the others. Saw the evidence, realized it's unwinnable. She finally found lawyer number 4. Public defender, because apparently daddy's money ran out where he's tired of throwing it away. Here's where the entitlement really peaked. Douglas showed up at my apartment again, this time with papers. Tried to hand them to me through the Ring camera. This is a civil suit for defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress. $200,000 in damages. Cool, I'll have my lawyer look at it. You've destroyed my daughter's life. Her career is ruined. She can't work anywhere now. She destroyed her own life when she committed fraud. I just documented it. This is harassment. Sir, you're at my apartment threatening to sue me because your daughter committed a crime against me. Who's harassing who? He left the papers on my doorstep. Dennis looked at them, laughed, said it's a desperate intimidation tactic with no merit. Truth is an absolute defense against defamation, he said. Everything you've said about her is documented fact. Last week the plea deal happened. Vanessa took it. 1 count of fraud, 18 months probation, 150 hours community service, $3,500 fine, permanent criminal record. She avoided jail, but she's now a convicted felon. Her dental hygienist license is suspended pending review. Most states don't let people with fraud convictions work in healthcare. She's probably done in that career. Found out through Katie, who's still friends with one of Vanessa's cousins, what happened after. Douglas and Patricia's country club membership was not renewed, kicked out for the scandal. Vanessa moved to her parents' vacation condo in Florida. Laying low. Allison, the sister, apparently had a huge fight with their parents, moved out, went no contact. Douglas's car dealership sales are down. The publicity wasn't great for business. Patricia deactivated all her social media after people kept commenting about raising a criminal. The civil suit against me dropped after Dennis sent them a letter threatening to countersue for abusive process and demanding attorney fees. The wedding would have been 2 months ago. Instead, Vanessa's a felon on probation and I'm living my best life. Sold the engagement ring, got $4,200 for it, used that money to pay off my truck and take my parents on a weekend trip. They deserved it after dealing with Patricia showing up at their house. My apartment feels different now, like I cleaned out something toxic. Got new furniture, painted the bedroom, made it mine again. Dating? Not yet. Therapy first. Working through why I ignored red flags, why I let her move in so fast, why I didn't question things more. My therapist asked if I felt guilty about pressing charges. No, I said. If I hadn't, she'd do it to someone else, someone who might not have video proof, someone who couldn't afford a good lawyer. So you see yourself as protecting others? I see myself as holding someone accountable for committing a crime against me. Everything else is just a bonus. The Trevor story Brianna told me haunts me sometimes. That guy paid $30,000 to make the problem go away. Vanessa learned she could commit fraud and her daddy would fix it. So she tried again with me. I didn't let daddy fix it, I let the justice system handle it. Last contact with Vanessa was a letter that arrived last week. No return address, but I recognized the handwriting. Just said, I hope you're happy now that you've destroyed everything. I wrote back, I'm very happy, thanks for asking. Mailed it to her parents' Florida condo. Douglas's civil suit threat. Patricia showing up at my parents' house. Allison and her friends trespassing. The anonymous HR complaints. The slashed tires. All of it was designed to intimidate me into backing down. Didn't work. The video evidence was too solid. Her own confession was too clear. And I was too angry to cave. She played a stupid game and won a stupid prize, a criminal record. My parents asked if I'll ever forgive her. For what? I said. She's never apologized. She still thinks she's the victim. You can't forgive someone who doesn't think they did anything wrong. So that's it. Wedding canceled 3 weeks out because my fiancée committed fraud. She's now a convicted felon. I'm single, in therapy, and planning a vacation to Colorado next month. The house money her parents were going to give us probably went to lawyers. The wedding deposits? Lost. Her career? Probably over. Her reputation? Destroyed. All because she thought she could outsmart a prenup by committing fraud and bragging about it online. Some people really do think rules don't apply to them. Right up until they learn otherwise. Thanks for following this mess. Hope it reminds someone to document everything and trust their gut. And if you're ever in a situation where someone asks you to sign something important, record it. You never know when you'll need proof.